Hi everybody, hello, welcome back to our Elizabeth Crafts Design journal. I'm going to call it a journal. And we're now on to our third signature. Did this one first. Pretty. We did this one next, I believe. Yeah, with the flippy flappies. And the gingerbread man, my favourite. I love him. How could you not love him? How could you eat him, eh? When you look at him, how could you just eat him? Well, I could.
Sneak up from behind.
And so we're now on to the third one, which we started in the last video and we did half of. And today we're going to do the other half, which is this. And it's got this flip down here, belly band with a journaling card. I've just held that in place with a paper clip, which does the job very nicely. And then over the page, easy peasy. This is a really easy video today. My double stacked pockets and a pocket on the front. So let's get cracking. I'll leave that open so I've got some chance of remembering what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh dear. So, right, okay, on this page. Now, you know, I must tell you at this stage that something went wrong in the accounting department, the accounting for the paper, that is to say. Because when I came to do this, I had very little of the design paper left. So I've had to raid my Timmy stash and come up with some solid green. And also include some of that wood grain that I used. Maybe I didn't use somewhere. I've got a pad that's all coloured wood grains and it's got this sort of colouring, so I used that. However, you raid your stash as you see fit. This is a piece of 49er market actually that I've used for the back of here. So I've cut this out. The front piece measures 7 by almost 4, and I've scored it 1/2 inch up from the bottom, and that's going to be our flippy flap in there. And then this is the same measurement, but obviously 1/2 inch less because it's going to go in there, and hopefully that fits. And so that's going to get stuck there like that, and then flop down like so. Okay, so what we need to do is put some thumb notches on here because it's going to have 2 little cards in it, and stick it down along the centre as well. So let's find out where the centre is. So I'm just going to fold it over. It's 49 and market, it shouldn't crack. Please don't crack. There we are, so that's that. And you don't need to make it razor sharp because you're going to put it flat down. And that measures 3 1/4. So for my thumb notches, I'm going to make a mark in the halfway. So I think that's there. I think it's there. Oh dear me. And I'm just going to make my thumb notches. Oh, that was very firm indeed. So there we go, we've got that. That's going to go on there. I keep checking to make sure I've got the right side. So I can stick that down now. So I can just see where that crease line is. So I'm going to put some glue all the way along there while I can still see it. So that'll keep our 2 pockets separate. And then, no, not there, all the way around the other 3 edges. My glue is getting less and less in my pot, in this gun. as I'm having to squeeze it more and more firmly. But that's okay. I have more glue and I have a spare bottle to put my glue into. So today we are, what are we doing? Sorting the bedroom is what we're doing. Because we've got all the clothes there, but they're not where they should be. So we've got all the drawers and everything sorted out, I think. And Mr. F sorted all of his clothes out and put them all away. And after I've done this, I'm going to sort all my clothes out and put all those away. So then we will have, hopefully, a fully functioning bedroom. And it'll look tidy and smart. And actually, I've used a quilt on the bed that I made for my art degree when I was doing textile art. And I made it, I don't know, let's just say 10 years ago, it's something like that. And I made it, I exhibited it, and then I put it in a bag, sat on top of the wardrobe for 10 years, and it's just come out. And I do really like it. It's black, white and red, really. It's a bit of a strange colour combination, but and so we've bought black sheets to go with it, and black pillowcases and valance and stuff like that. And it does look quite nice, actually, because the bedroom furniture is white, so it looks all right. So that's going to go there like that. This is going to flap down, and then I've made two cards. Oh, I forgot. This is supposed to have... Oh, come off. Please tell me you'll come off. Oh, it's supposed to have an acetate window in it, you silly woman. Got too busy talking to you about what I was not doing. And I forgot my acetate window. Well, that's all right. That'll get covered again. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What a silly ninny. It was only when I looked at these and I thought, well, why have I put that on there? You can't see it. And I thought, yep, I know why. Oh dear. What did I say? This is a really easy one. Yeah, it is for sensible people. So I think I'll make it where the thumb holes are, that edge, 3/4 of an inch. So I want it in from the thumb notches. And then the rest I'll make 1/2 inch, what do you think? I'll make it 5/8 of an inch. All the way around the edge. Can't believe I did that, honestly. How stupid. 5/8 of an inch. Lovely. Then we have to deal with the centre. So it measures, what did I say? It measures about 6.5. So at about 3.25, yeah, which is exactly where that line is. That's our centre line. So I'm going to come 3/8 of an inch up. See if I can get it square, would be a really good idea. You can use this Timmy ruler to square things up. So I'm going to do that, and then 3/8 of an inch the other way. And I'm using the lines on my Timmy ruler across there to straighten it up. Right, so let's get this cut out. Oh dear me. See, if I was one of those other fancy crafters, I'd just have started again and not said anything to you. But I don't roll that way. If I mess it up, then you can share the joy. Don't forget, don't go all the way down. You want to leave that bar in the middle. So Just going around with my knife. And those two sections in the middle. And then we'll see how well it's cut or not. There's a little bit there. A little bit on that corner. It's always the corners that get you. Don't think I've even done this one. Doesn't look like I've done it at all. Missed it out, I think. Just be careful with your knife, because accidents do happen. Just got a little bit of fluff in there. There we go. Right, now we're better equipped to deal with things. Right, so now I want to put some acetate on the back, which I had already laid out, but for some unknown reason decided to ignore. So looks like it might be squarer down there. So missing the thumb notches out, bring that down to there. See if I can find a pen that wants to actually work on acetate. Wonder if this jelly roll will. Does it? A little bit. Let's see. Yeah, just enough to let me know where to cut it, which is all I need. There we go. So that can go to one side. It's hard to see acetate, isn't it? So I want the nice shiny side there. So let's put glue round the windows. Let's clean the nib of that. Lovely. Now pop the acetate on. Lovely. Great. So now we have two pockets. Oh dear. So just checking this, that's the way that goes. That's the way that goes. Right, okay, so just need to glue it again. Of course, you know, if you're watching this and thinking there is no way I would make a Christmas journal, or there's no way I would use Elizabeth Craft's design papers, or whatever it is you're thinking, you don't have to. You can use whatever papers, whatever topic, whatever theme you like. Just use the page layouts that I'm giving you, and you know, it could be Timmy, could be Edith, could be anything. Right, so that's coming up like this, and that's coming to that side. Okay, so let's just place that in there, level at that edge, level at that edge, level at that edge. Lovely. Perfect. Give it a little press down. And I'm not going to put the journaling cards in for the moment. I'm just going to let it dry for a minute or two. But this can go in here. So we kind of want it that, I'm saying halfway, but let's just try one of those in there. Yeah, we want it more over this side. In fact, I want it there. So I'm just going to make a little mark there, that's where I want it to go. And I'm going to put my glue on this bit. I'm going to use Collal in case I have to shunt it around a bit. So just like we did when we made the waterfall, just the glue on the flippy flappy bit. And place that in position. Lovely. There we are, just make sure you haven't got any ooziness, which I don't have. So that's great. So now let's see if we can get, if this is the right size to go in there. It should be, but it might be a little tight. No, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. And this one goes in there. So are they level? Almost. Right, so there we are. There's our two nice apertures. When you turn over, that's what you've got on this side. So now we want a belly band, and the belly band is 2 3/4 by 7 3/4, and that's going to go there like that. Knock my glue over fairly centrally. Excuse me. So that's 1.5 inches there. So I'm just going to bring that over a touch. Right, so that's where I want it. So I'm going to make my mark. That's where I want it to go. And then I'm just putting glue on the top and the bottom. You can see that it was Timmy paper that I used, because I just ran out of that Elizabeth Craft Design green. I don't know why. I had both projects, or I thought I had both projects in separate boxes. You know, my prototype one and the one that I do with you. But obviously they'd got mixed up somewhere along the line, and I just ran out of it. So that's going to go there, just up a little bit from the bottom, and that comes in just a little bit up from the top. Just got a little bit of glue there. I'm just a little bit worried about these tags being too, it's not allowing that middle section to stick, because I think they're a bit big. See, that hasn't stuck, and it hasn't stuck there. So yeah, I'm not altogether happy with that. So I'm just going to put some more glue just down that bit there and along here. Because it's just, because they're so big, it's burst it open, which is not good. been problematic, this piece, hasn't it? And I think that these are just too big. So what I'm going to do is take off a little bit down each side. I don't know if I can do that because of the ribbon, etc. No, not really. So back to the ruler and my knife, and I think I'll take off. Should I take off 1/4 inch? Whatever I do to one side, I'm going to have to do to the other. So let's do it on the white so I can see where I'm going. I think 1/4 inch. It's going to be 1/2 inch throughout. Oh well. I don't know what to do. I don't know, I think maybe just 1/8, you know. Just 1/8 inch. Which is something and nothing, but it will make a difference. Well, that hasn't cut that. It is really thick paper, and it's backed. I suppose that's what makes the difference. Finally. So let's do the same with the other side. It is a pain in the neck, this, and I should have had it done properly, but I didn't. So sometimes you just have to make it better on the fly, don't you? And it's quite skiddy as well, and I don't want to cut myself, obviously. Are we there yet? We there yet, Mummy? Not quite. Round this next bend. There we are. Right, so all together I've taken 1/4 inch off, I've taken 1/8 off each side, and then I need to get my corner template and put new corners on it. Because they will have changed. What a pain this is, isn't it? There we go. So that needs a bit of a trim down there. I can just see a bit too much white, which I think is just the backing paper, just the way it's been trimmed. There we are. Right, it's all something and nothing. So that now should go in there relatively easily. Yeah, that feels so much better. You know, I'd still say it hasn't got loads of room, to be fair, but you know, it does go in and out nicely, so that's all right. We'll leave that there. So I'll just put you on pause while I do the other one, because you really don't need to see it. Right, there's been a muck-up. It was somebody's fault. There's 3 of us live here. There's Catkin, Mr. F and me. And it wasn't Catkin and it wasn't Mr. F. It was me. I made a mistake. I pressed pause when I was cutting the second one of these, and then I didn't. I just never went to unpause it. So I'm really sorry. I can't even remember what you've seen and what you haven't. I've stuck a fussy cut on here, which I don't think I'd done, but it looks really nice. So that flips forward. We've got the belly band on. Now I'm going to give you measurements because I don't think I had this on. It's 2 3/4 by a touch over 7.5, and I've put one of my bows on there, and I like it. It looks nice. And then behind that, I've got a big journaling card, which looks gorgeous. Looks good enough to eat, and it measures 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, and I've backed it and stenciled it, and that just lives in there, in behind that belly band. And this just flips forward, and it's held in place with just a paper clip. If you've got fancy paper clips, so much the better. I don't. So it's just a paper clip in there. And then onto the back. Now, fortunately, this is a page you've seen me do quite a few times, so it's nothing new to you if you follow me regularly. I've made 2 pockets that stack one on top of the other, and they measure between 3 3/4 and 4. 3 3/4, I'd say, probably, by 6. And I've stacked them. I've cut a thumb hole in them, and I've put that one down first, and then this one on top. And it's really imperative that you get this one on top, because if you put them the other way, you can't get anything in this pocket. And then I've made 2 I can't get these out. Come out. I don't know what I was trying to pull there. I think it had just stuck onto there. 2 tags that I've backed and stenciled, and I put a little charm on each one and a fussy cut. And this thing is determined to go wrong today. It's just, you know, when you get a day like that when things just go wrong, it's obviously today for me. So let's just stick that down. There must have just been a tiny bit of glue, and it's got itself attached. Not even a mark on there, so that's good. And that just fits down into there, and you can show off your charm and your twine at the top. And that's the same. It's got a little gingerbread man on it, and some Christmas cookies tied up with ribbon in that one. So I don't think I'm putting you in straight, am I? So that comes just underneath the outside. And then I've used one of my very few remnants of this paper from the Elizabeth Crafts Designs, and I made a little pocket. Depending on the size of your remnant, mine's 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. That really was the size of the remnant, and I've cut out a little thumb notch. And then this is from the kit, the actual card, and I haven't backed it because you can journal on there. But I've used my picture of my 2 tits. I don't think they're blue tits, I think they're great tits actually, sitting perched on some greenery beside the birdhouse, and that just slides into there. So that's it. That's what you missed, guys. So it wasn't anything really difficult. Fortunately, it's something you've seen me do before. I'm really, really, really sorry. I don't know what's with me. Things have just been going wrong today. Well, nothing outside the craft room, you know, but just when things start to go wrong, you should just leave it alone. You should just walk away, because it's a continuum. So there's our 3 signatures that we've got done so far. They're all looking nice. But when you stack them together, you can see it's not insignificant. And you can see where we need to sew them in. If you were making a journal and you just had paper upon paper, they would all be pinched at this end. And this is you'd be left with that size of a problem. And it wouldn't look so good either, because it's alligator mouth. So if you do it like that, I'll show you how to stitch them in when we come to that part. And we've got one more to do. I'm going to make 4 signatures in total, and then the journal part. So that's what we've got to look forward to. one more of these, and then the journal part. So join me next time, please, where I will try to be slightly less of a buffoon, if I can, and we'll progress. We will do number 4 with whatever remnants I've got left. So there you go. Thanks so much. And I'm really sorry about that. I don't know. I'll take myself outside and shoot myself. It's the best thing to do. So bye for now. Bye.